Hello, welcome to Group 10's presentation on solar powered street lighting for rural communities in Sri Lanka. We're extremely excited to share 6 weeks worth of research and hard work as we hope you learn something new. Our topic at hand is exceedingly significant in Sri Lanka. Although 100% of Sri Lanka's rural population has access to electricity by 2020, only 0.3% of rural households use solar energy as their main lighting source, according to the CBSL, which is unfortunately a very great shame considering how our country has a very high solar irradiance that offers a huge potential for solar energy in Sri Lanka. The PUCSL established a very interesting report in regards to street lighting. It focuses on multiple major issues and problems. We will attempt to address these issues and discuss how interconnected stakeholders can be in relation to the solar powered street lighting in rural communities.
There are three main sustainable development goals that will be targeted and achieved through solar powered street lighting. First off is SDG number 7, affordable and clean energy. Street lighting consumes about 1.5% of the total demand for electricity in Sri Lanka according to the PUCSL. A large percentage of the national grid utilizes renewable energy to power general street lighting. Solar powered street lighting tackles this issue. Next up is SDG number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Solar power provides low cost and reliable energy without disrupting the national grid, also providing improved safety for the rural residents of Sri Lanka while simultaneously promoting a green city. SDG number 11, climate action. Solar power produces no greenhouse gas emissions, which reduces the demand for unrenewable energy and promoting to cleaner air and a safe climate. There are other small goals that solar powered street lighting can target, which is SDG number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure, promoting a green city solution and a lead in technological ideas. And also SDG number 3, good health and well-being, due to providing increased safety for the community, reducing accidents and crime due to better adequate lighting.
Now we are moving on to discussing the major stakeholders that would be involved in a project such as this. While discussing the stakeholders, we'll be addressing the positive and negative impacts that come about, as well as their relation to three main sectors of people, environment, and economy. Creditors. Creditors such as banks and financing institutions play a big role by providing the funding needed to start the project. For people, their support helps build trust within rural communities and improves safety through better lighting. Environmentally, their funding enables a shift to renewable energy, helping reduce carbon emissions. Economically, traders can earn interest income and gain promotional benefits. However, there are risks. If repayment schedules are missed, conflicts can arise between project partners, affecting people in the community. Economically, traders face the possibility of financial loss if borrowers fail to repay or if the project overruns its budget. If this happens, they may be discouraged from supporting similar projects in the future.
Investors such as NGO and private agencies also experience significant impacts. For people, they gain positive reputation as supporters of community welfare and public trust. Environmentally, their contribution help expand renewable energy use and reduce the carbon footprint. Economically, their involvement strengthens the Sri Lanka's green investment profile, attracting more international funding. On the negative side, investors' reputation may suffer in projects if is delayed or mismanaged. There are also economical risks such as exchange rate fluctuations and inflation, which may reduce their profit.
Government authorities, government bodies support the project through funding, regulations, and infrastructure planning. Economically, they help create jobs through new partnerships and maintenance work. For people, government-led electrification program improve living standards. Environmentally, agencies like SLSPA ensure compliance with sustainability goals. But challenges exist. High upfront cost can strain national budgets, and poor management or corruption can delay implementation. Environmentally, improper assessments may disturb ecosystems, and weak enforcement can lead to poor waste disposal.
Next, we'll discuss how local businesses, large corporations, and suppliers are affected by the project. Local businesses. Local businesses benefit greatly from improved street lighting. For people, better safety attracts more customers and increases evening activities. Economically, longer business hours mean higher sales and opportunities to provide goods and services to the project. However, during installation, businesses may face temporary disruptions, noise, or reduced customer access. Increased competition may also arise if improved lighting attracts new shops to the area.
Large corporations, large companies that partner with project experience both growth and the challenges. Economically, they can expand their market into rural areas, secure new contracts. For people, supporting sustainable development enhance their brand reputation and CSR image. But there are downsides. Environmentally, manufacturing companies may create resource strain. Economically, high maintenance costs and delays in rural regions can reduce profitability.
Suppliers. Suppliers play a crucial role in delivering solar components. Economically, they experience business growth and new opportunities for innovation. For people, suppliers gain valuable technical skills and capacity building. Environmentally, advancements in solar technology are encouraged. However, the supply chain also creates environmental impacts, especially from transport emissions. If suppliers struggle to meet technical standards, the project may face delay and add cost. There is also economic dependence on continuation of the project for stable income.
Finally, we'll explain the impacts on employees, schools, residents, and the media. Employees and workers. The project generates many benefits for workers. Economically, it creates jobs for installation, maintenance, and monitoring. For people, training in renewable energy strengthens their skills and career opportunities. But lighting also improves their safety while working. But workers may face challenges such as job insecurity if funding decreases. There are also people-related risks, including electrical hazards and high workload pressure during rollout phases.
Schools and students. Schools and students also experience significant impacts. For people, better lighting allows safe travels during early morning and evenings. It also encourages participation in after-school activities. Environmentally, students are influenced by seeing sustainable technology in their community. Negatively, installation or repair can cause temporary disruptions near schools, and lighting near classrooms may create distractions.
Local residents. Local residents benefit most directly. For people, improved visibility reduces accident and discourages crime. Better lighting also encourages evening social activities, helping strengthen community bonds. However, residents may experience temporary noise or inconvenience during repairs. If lights are installed too close to homes, unwanted brightness can be disruptive.
Media. The media shapes public perception. Positive coverage can inspire other rural communities to adopt similar technologies which benefits people across the country. Environmental media can highlight the community's green image, encouraging sustainability. But negative reporting may focus on high initial costs or waste from solar panels and batteries. This can create public doubt about the environmental and economic value of the project.
We will now explore how solar-powered street lighting in rural Sri Lanka does not only benefit the community but also creates powerful benefits for stakeholders who make these projects possible. Let's begin with one of the most important stakeholder groups, creditors. These include private banks, public banks, and financing institutions. By supporting renewable energy projects, creditors can fund green infrastructure and build meaningful trust with rural communities that previously lacked modern services. Financing solar streetlights allows these institutions to promote sustainable development while also generating a steady, predictable income through interest payments on large-scale loans. Faster project completion, made possible by secure funding, contributes to reduced carbon emissions, which makes creditors visible partners in climate-positive development. Next are investors, including NGOs and development agencies. These stakeholders gain immense reputational value. They are recognized as supporters of community safety and environment. Participating in such a project enhances their own credibility with local authorities, strengthens public trust, and supports Sri Lanka's shift towards green energy. Investors also benefit strategically. As Sri Lanka's renewable sector expands, the country becomes more attractive to international green financing, opening new doors for partnerships and long-term opportunities. Now let's examine the benefits to local businesses and large corporations. Better nighttime visibility extends business hours, enabling shops, service providers, and even transport operators to run safely at night, directly increasing their sales and customer flow. Solar lighting also improves security for workers and customers alike, strengthening the struggling rural economy. Large corporations, especially, gain opportunities to expand into rural markets through contracts, partnerships, and long term maintenance services. This participation boosts their CSR profiles and aligns their brand identities and sustainability and innovation. Finally, solar street lighting creates major opportunities for suppliers, especially those in the solar technology chain. Demand for panels, batteries, wiring systems, and monitoring equipment stimulates business growth, encourages technological innovation, and strengthens local supply chains. Suppliers benefit from capacity building, technical upgrading, and fresh entrepreneurship opportunities as new companies emerge to support installation, repairs, and maintenance. In short, solar street lighting isn't just a community initiative. It is a strategic investment opportunity that rewards every financial and commercial stakeholder involved.
Continuing on, let's talk about the social and governance stakeholders whose support shapes the long-term success of rural solar street lighting. First, employees and workers. These projects create direct employment in installation, maintenance, monitoring, and technical supervision. Workers benefit from safer working conditions due to better illumination, and they get training in renewable energy technology, boosting their skills for future green sector jobs. Next, consider the benefits to schools and students. Solar lit streets ensure that children can travel safely to early morning classes, tuition, sessions, and even extracurricular activities. These solar lights also serve as powerful educational symbols, showing students that sustainable energy is not an uncharted concept, but a practical method that improves their daily lives. For local residents, they are the ones being directly benefited. Improved night visibility reduces road accidents, discourages criminal activity, and encourages people to use the community spaces after dark. This strengthens rural social life, enabling evening gatherings, cultural events, and local markets. Even media organizations become stakeholders. Successful solar projects give journalists positive news stories, stories of rural progress, climate action, and innovative community development. These narratives inspire neighboring regions to adopt similar solutions, creating a butterfly effect of sustainable change. Finally, government authorities receive some of the most profound benefits. Solar street lighting reduces long-term energy costs, supports, and national sustainability goals, and helps the agencies meet SDG commitments. Authorities can form new partnerships with private companies, drive job creation, and improve regional infrastructure reliability. Organizations like the Sri Lanka Sustainable Energy Authority can enforce technology standards, promoting recycling systems for solar components, and develop stronger renewable energy regulations. Ultimately, solar lighting allows governments to deliver real improvements in safety, equity, and quality of life, strengthening public trust and demonstrating effective governance.
To conclude our presentation, I will tie these stakeholder benefits to real-world case studies from Sri Lanka and international development agencies. These examples demonstrate how solar street lighting and renewable energy initiatives have already delivered measurable success. One of the most impactful examples is the World Bank's Light Up project in partnership with the Sri Lankan government. This initiative brought renewable energy to rural communities by using collaboration between private developers, commercial banks, finances, and local communities. This strong cooperation among stakeholders led to the rapid expansion of rural electrification, proving the idea that financiers, investors, and government authorities all benefit from a successful green energy partnership. The project also attracted additional investment from private actors and NGOs, proving that well-designed renewable projects create continuous financial momentum. Another powerful case study is the Lighting Sri Lanka's Future initiative, which replaced kerosene lamps with solar-powered LED lamps. These affordable solar lanterns dramatically improved children's study time, supported night fishermen, and reduced the fire hazards from kerosene. For investors and NGOs, this project provided a clear demonstration of how small-scale solar solutions generate large social returns. It also reduced household fuel expenses, which can sometimes consume up to 30% of income for low-income families, proving that rural residents are among the greatest beneficiaries. The rooftop solar PV power generation project, supported by the Asian Development Bank and the Sri Lankan government, further illustrates the benefits to institutions and suppliers. This project channeled funding through participating financial institutions and enforced technical standards through the SLSEA. The result was increased investment, improved technological guidelines, and a strengthened renewable energy ecosystem. The success of this initiative demonstrates exactly how creditors, suppliers, and government authorities benefit through long-term capacity building and steady expansion of the green technology market. Lastly, regional research such as the SARC Energy Center's study on solarization of street lighting shows measurable reductions in operational costs, improved safety, and also enhanced reliability across South Asia. These findings reflect the same outcomes we expect in rural Sri Lanka, improving governments, communities, businesses, and investors simultaneously. Together, these case studies prove a simple truth. The major benefactor of solar street lighting are the local residents themselves. Due to the interest of multiple stakeholders in developing this project, ultimately, the safety and general daily life of the local residents is greatly improved.
So, to finally conclude our presentation, let's have an overview of what we've learned today. We initially identified the problems at hand in rural Sri Lanka, including the inadequacy of street lighting, safety hazards during installation, lack of management and funding. We also linked a possible solar street lighting method to the SDG goals of 7, 11, 13 and even 9 and 3. Next up, we analyzed the major impacts that stakeholders have on the project, ranging from creditors, investors to students, workers and residents. This proves that several stakeholders are key to this project, showcasing how solar-powered street lighting is an opportunity that can bring rural community and economy together. We also discussed real-life case studies that show how similar past projects have showcased the collaboration between stakeholders, especially financial institutions, private companies, local communities, and governments. We need to understand that these renewable energy projects promote a better world for everyone. It develops a rural environment into a modern city by simply working on improved management, funding, and thereby achieving a greener world for all of us, one step at a time.